Pass your awareness down the body, beginning at the head. Let me know what you see, sense, and feel.
Some tension around my just above shoulder and the left side, the chest area, and the front side.
Let's ask Archangel Michael to come in with his beautiful net of light and surround the shoulder, the chest, and allow this net to send out a pulse of blue healing light that allows the tension to relax and allows us to continue communicating with this tension. On the count of 3, let's send out that beautiful pulse of light. 1, 2, 3. Look deep within this net. What color do you see in here?
Green.
And if this green energy could talk, what would it say?
I am trying to feel my way out.
Did you get a sense?
Just to move. Tingling.
Where did it move to?
Shoulder. Arm. Arm.
I want you to know that I'm here to help you. I see that you are trapped within this one that's laying down. I'd like you to feel safe and comfortable enough to come forward. Just talk with me. Just talk with me so that we can learn a little bit more about you and to help you to not be trapped in here anymore. What's your name, little one?
Victor.
Hi, Victor. Thank you so much for coming forward. How is it that you found this one that's laying down?
This one was crying, and I attached to this one.
This one that's laying down on the bed, could you move that microphone closer to your mouth? Just bend it so it goes closer. Thank you. And now, Victor, you found him because of your diet? Is that what you told me?
No, I was crying. And this one was crying, and so I came to this one.
What was happening in this one's life that he was crying?
This one was being beat up, and then this one felt so scared and shaking.
That would be scary. Did you help him in any way? Is that why you decided to come into this one?
To nurture this one, to support this one.
That was very nice of you. How was it that you nurtured him?
To comfort him. To comfort him.
Were you doing anything to his physical body to show him that he was being comforted by you? Were you sending out signals?
No, he was just crying, and I came in and I thought I was gonna just help him and just stayed on longer. Just decided to be there and to be in his space.
How old are you, Victor?
Very far.
And was there ever a time that you remember having a human body?
Yes.
What year was it for you, the last time that you remember having a human body?
1947.
And where were you in this world in 1947?
I was at home, alone,
But
drinking.
where's your home located?
My home is located in a small town. No one's around anyway, just me.
I see. And you were drinking in your home? Drinking
Yeah.
what?
Vodka.
Was there ever a time that you got this one that's laying down to drink some vodka to help give you the memory?
I just felt so low down in myself. I just felt useless, and energy was just down. And so I just drank more to numb myself down.
It didn't work, did it?
No.
That memory that you're sharing with us, was that the last day of your life? In that body?
Yes, I just remember sitting by the table with my old clothes on, like brown, baggy clothes. And then, I don't know what happened, it just fell over.
As you're watching yourself, do you grab any part of your body?
Yes, I feel I breathe in my chest and shoulder. Yeah. My
What happened?
shoulders,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, fell over on the table and fell down onto my side, and then I just became unconscious, almost like well, died there really. Just I was so intoxicated, and it just became so meaningless to be there, and kept on drinking and drinking and drinking. And then I just I fell over.
Sounds traumatic. What did you do after you realized that you were not in your body anymore? There should have been a beautiful, warm, welcoming light.
No, I just hovered around thinking, am I alive? Am I dead? Or just hovered around, and almost as if I was feeling I was in a different space, but in the same space in the kitchen, there by the table, seeing myself there on the floor, just trying to pick myself up from the floor. And yeah, I just felt this level of helplessness.
Victor, go back.
Yes.
Go back to another important day of that life. I want to know, how come you are so sad and alone?
No one loves me, so I drink. So I'm just walking along the street, and my old shoes on, and it's evening time, and I'm just walking, and walking back home to my house, and I'm just feeling sad that life's got me down a bit, and so
There must have been a time.
Yes.
There must have been a time where you had a family.
Yes.
Where were they?
A distant memory. The family are in another town. We have moved to this town and been here now maybe 6 years. And it's okay. I'm just walking along here, doing my thing.
That family that we spoke about, was it a wife and children, or was it your parents and siblings?
I would say it was siblings and parents and relatives and family. Yeah.
And now that we're in this place of all knowing, what was the reason for you to detach from them? What was the timeline of events that caused you to be alone?
Wow. Just after the war, everybody was World War II. Didn't have much to eat, so we had to just keep ourselves occupied, and then the life that we lived at home was stressing me out and didn't feel comfortable being there. And so I had to move. Yet again, I felt so not so betrayed, but I felt in a way let down. So I moved to this town.
Why did you feel betrayed and let down? Was there one particular person who made you feel that way?
I think it was all the combination of all the people, but it was just really how I felt at the time, and the people that I entrusted, I felt didn't, I wouldn't say appreciate me, but I felt something I could have done better for me by staying there. And I thought maybe if I'd moved to this place, I could at least make it in a different light. But I don't know, I just feel that they got their life and I got mine, and but I'm a bit sad because I'm just walking here alone in this old clothes, going back home to my little place.
Victor, what's the biggest lesson that you've learned from that lifetime?
The biggest lesson I've learned from that lifetime would be, I would say, not to give too much of me when others don't appreciate what I'm doing for them. But yet again, I feel that being alone is helping, but it's not helping.
Not helping anymore.
Oh, no.
You've been in quite the solitude. Nobody to talk to.
Well, it's me and the drink,
Hmm.
so it's okay. I'm just walking along here.
Yeah. Perpetual walking along. Would you like
Yeah.
to would you like to go somewhere that you would be appreciated?
Well, depends where.
Hmm. It's a place called home. It's
Okay.
not a it's not a physical building. It's actually the most beautiful, warm, comforting light that you've ever felt and ever seen. It was actually there when your body fell and you landed on your shoulder and your head. It was there. I think you missed it. I'd like to show you where it is. I'll guide you to it. You let me know if it looks as warm and comforting and welcoming as I say it is. Let's go back to that house where you were
Yeah.
drinking and you watched yourself fall over.
Yes.
Instead of thinking about where you need to be or how come your body's on the ground, I want you to just take a moment and look around the room. Notice that there's a bright light shining in.
Yes. I see it.
Beautiful. And does it feel warm and welcoming, like I said it would?
Does, yeah, just the by the wooden walls, the brown walls, just by the wall, I can see it shining.
Look deep within that light.
Yes.
Allow it to grow bigger so that you can see more and more as it grows bigger and bigger. Do you see your
Right. Yes, I can
family?
see it.
Do you see your family waiting for you?
I see my dog, my little
Mm.
dog which I had, my pet
Oh,
dog.
yeah. Would you like to go and pet him? Or her? Was it a girl or a boy?
My doggy.
Mm-hmm. Would you
He's
like to
wagging
go
his
and...
tail. Yeah, he's wagging his tail. Yep,
Nice. Wonderful. Does that seem like a much better place than to be wandering around?
yes, he's obviously he's there, so he's happy, so must be good.
Mm-hmm. Before you go, is there anything else that you were doing to this one that's laying down to his body to try to get his attention?
Yes, just give him a certain spasm almost in his own level of
You said
distraction.
spasms?
Yes, and constrictions. So almost two, because when I fell down, I hurt myself on my in my left shoulder, ate my head down, and I lost consciousness. That's when I left my body. And so when I saw this one, I saw him crying and came to this one, really.
And what kind of issues were you causing his body besides these spasms? You said constrictions?
Yes.
Okay, anything else? Just want to bring your awareness to it so that we can release all of it and send it into the light.
No,
So that,
just that, because that's where how I fell, and that's where I could identify with this one,
I see.
because this one, I just felt sad, and this one was sad at the time, and I came in, came in.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Gather all of your energy. Pull all of your energy out of this one laying down. We're going to allow you to go into that beautiful light. One more thing. Could you send out a signal, maybe a call out to any others that may be hiding? Let them know that you found a way out. On the count of 3, send out that signal. 1, 2, 3. Did anybody else come forward?
Yeah, I just felt that I was behind the chest, so behind the shoulder. There's some like tentacles almost of me, or little fragments of me, which it moved into this one's chest, not purposely, but I felt that I won't say accidentally, but I just anchored myself into this one and more into his chest. So yeah, that's what I.
Good. I'm so glad that that was able to come forward. You let them know. You let it know that you found a way out and it wants to be released as well. That is beautiful. That's perfect. I'd like those tentacles to come forward and use this one's vocal cords. Use this one's vocal cords so that we may speak with you. Welcome. Thank you for coming forward to be released today. What kind of issues were you causing this one laying down to try to get its attention? I know you didn't mean to, but what were you doing to this one's body?
Just keep me silent and restricted, and I think with the level of sadness and level of pain from the fall, didn't mean to, but it was just a way of me attaching, but more from the point of we're just saying how I'm just trying to survive in someone's body because I had lost mine, and I just feel that this was a way of me to keep myself alive. But at least I know that that light is. I can see my dog there too, so it isn't too bad. But at least I know that these anchors which I created were basically to try to save myself. To save myself.
Victor, I want to make sure that I understand this correctly.
Yes.
So, what you're saying is that you had set some anchors that look like tentacles on the back of this one's shoulder and in the chest.
Yes.
And were you the one that formed those, or were they attached to you before you came into this one? So I guess you had an attachment and carried that attachment into this one through you. Is that correct?
That sounds actually accurate because I didn't understand why I was feeling this way. Then all the sadness I was carrying, then I just came over and whatever I was holding brought along with me and just attached it to this one.
That's really powerful. I think I would like for you to cut any cords and attachments that you might have with these tentacles and anchors.
Yes.
Victor, I want you to imagine Archangel Michael coming in with his beautiful, powerful sword of light. His sword is so powerful that it travels through all dimensions, through all times, on all levels. Archangel Michael, on the count of 3, I want you to strike down your sword, cutting all of the oaths, vows, commitments, contracts, agreements, either verbal or non-verbal, that this one has had with these tentacles, these anchors, releasing them from Victor, and in turn, they will be released from this one laying down. On the count of 3, 1, he's holding up his sword. 2, steadying himself, and you see that the sword is gaining source light energy. And 3, bringing that sword down, cutting all of the oaths, vows, commitments, contracts, agreements, non-verbal agreements as well. All of the cords, severing the ties that were connecting all 3 of you. They may go back to their rightful owners, dissolving into source light. This one laying down, I want you to notice that all of the soul fragments are being released from you now. Any soul fragments that you might have had from Victor and the tentacles and the anchors, they're all flying out of your body into source light so that they can go through a filter, so that they can be cleansed and returned back to their owners. And at the same time, you're going to see that coming out of source light are your own soul fragments. Your soul fragments are coming back to you. Both of you are receiving your own soul fragments so that you can be complete and whole again. You're becoming more like yourself with each piece that returns back to your bodies, back to your beings, energizing, filling all of the spaces that were kept as the negative energy that was within your being. Let me know what that looked like, and if you had done anything more to complete this.
It feels good. Releasing, I feel tingling sensation. Feels like it's vibrating.
Did the soul fragments have shapes?
I won't say shapes. Almost like clouds, I would say. Morphing and changing and yeah.
And were you observing Victor's soul fragments release and return? Or does Victor want to describe them to us?
I could describe them. They are just little clouds that are just moving and forming and reforming and coming together, and they just became bigger clouds. And some of them are fluffy, but there's a lot of almost like interdimensional clouds within clouds within clouds. And these clouds almost I wouldn't say they like clear as day, it's like a bit like nighttime. These clouds are just floating, but they hard to describe really. It's like clouds in the darkness, but clouds which are forming, and they are they don't feel heavy. They just feel they just floating and more. In other words, I just see them as part of a bigger picture, but these clouds are just it's part of the soul, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Victor, do you feel complete?
Yes, I've well, doggy there, my dog, and I feel
You ready to be reunited? To wander off into source light?
yes, and I feel it's time. I can see
Good.
what I've done, and I can just move on now and walk to the light.
Okay, beautiful. Before you go, is there anything that you would like to say to this one laying down?
I'm just sorry I didn't mean to upset you or to hurt you, but I just saw you crying and I just felt sad and low and just came in. It wasn't intentional, but just this feeling which I had, and this one was just there, and I just decided to attach. That's the word to use, attach.
Thank you. Is there anything that you would like to say to Victor?
No ill will, and I just want to say thank you for making yourself known, and to say hope you keep yourself well and enjoy the company of your dog.
Mm. Victor, go ahead and walk with your dog. Greet your dog, petting them, and allow Archangel Michael to let you guys drift off into source light. Allow his net to be carried to source light where you will be filtered so that only beautiful things may happen to you. Let me know when they've completely faded away.
Yeah, just going in and going in. And the more I go in, it just feels like expensive. Cloud drifting away. It's nice. Moving. And yeah.
Mm.
Small now. Small dot now.
What color of light would you like to flood in to all of the areas that Victor was occupying and those tentacles and anchors were occupying, to let the rest of the cells know in your body that they have been moved out and that the light has returned and that you are yourself again?
I would say I like a nice blue-green color. Would be lovely. I would
Allow
say a blue color. Try a beautiful blue color.
bring in this blue color. It comes from source. Watch as this blue color pours into your body. And if you like, you can imagine that it's coming from your team of light also, gathering all of your team members, your guides. Watch as they stand around and project and enhance this blue light that is coming from source. Allow it to pour throughout your entire body, not just your shoulders and your chest. Notice that all of the cells that this light is touching are re-energized. They're getting reacquainted with the cells in your body, vibrating faster and faster now because they are so excited to have you back, to have the original cells back and communicating. know when it's finished.
Finished. I felt the tingle. Just filling two areas from the shoulder, the side of my neck, but into my heart space. And felt that blue energy just pulsate around the area with tingling.
Beautiful. Higher self, I would like you to send an image to this one's mind's eye of what he looks like walking around on the earth in this world, knowing that he is himself again.
Yes.
Confident.
Mhm.
Allow that image to sink deep within your mind's eye, and you will be able to recall this image of who you are, fully confident, fully aware that you are more like yourself than you have ever felt before. You will be able to recall this whenever necessary from this day forward.
Yes, I can see myself walking about 17 or 18. I can see myself shoulders back and just content and just walking. It's always like that same scene of Victor, but a different version of me walking along and just more confidence and not feeling so downtrodden. That's who it is.
Beautiful.